Hi, Rosies. We're back.
We're back, Rosies, and I'm going to do my clean and bright refresh for March. Stay tuned. So, I wanted to do something that was. Go
Can
ahead,
I
Rosie.
say something?
Go ahead.
Be careful with them
I
candles.
know, but it looks so good, don't it?
They do look good.
I thought it looked good on. Yeah, it does look kind of.
Every time I see that, I remember I cinched myself.
No, and I almost did too. So, thank you for the reminder.
Okay, okay.
I actually, we're talking about candles. This is cloth and paper basilica candle, the travel
Mhm.
size. And this one, it's a portfolio candle. I bought it from Ross. I thought it went well with the planning aesthetic, setting up the ambiance. So yeah. But anyway, now that you see the candles, you see the ambiance, there is a brightness that I want to bring into March that January and February didn't have. If you saw my previous January and February flip throughs for 2026, they were a lot more moody, a lot more deep. So I wanted to bring some brightness. So let's take a look of my planner refresh. Now, this is my personal rings cloth and paper planner. This is in the color ash. And I'll tell you this right now, the refresh is bright and light, which what I wanted. So I have my journaling cards. Most of the journaling cards here are from cloth and paper. This particular one, walk the talk, is from Jane's Agenda. You remember this journaling card? This was from I think a year or two ago from the cloth and paper 10 October intentions box. This particular journaling card, Made Paper Co. Love them. This journaling card with the calendar, cloth and paper, a freebie that comes in your intentions box subscription. And of course, this atelier is again cloth and paper mirrored cards that came in one year. They were doing a lot of mirrored cards, so that's one of them for their intention boxes. So that is the refresh on my journaling cards. I love to do a decorative moment as soon as I open my planner. Of course, the page pins. If you follow this channel, not page pins, planner pins. You know that I'm in love with planner pins. I think they're so cute. They're decorative. They hold things together so they're functional as well. So that's that. Now, this cover, as if you remember, if you saw my February 2026 refresh for this year on my personal rings, I use this as the plastic cover for my personal rings, just different dashboards. I'm using it again. I love it. I love this. This I purchased from the Nitty and Gritty. Love it. It's a really thick acrylic. Again, I love it. So we've added that here, and it's just to protect this gorgeous. I'm gonna tell you this. I'm gonna have to give. I don't want to be just singing the praises of cloth and paper because there's certain things about their aesthetic that I like, and certain things I don't like. But I gotta give credit where credit is due. This is one where credit is absolutely due. This is one of the best dashboards that, in my opinion, that they came out with. It was sometime, if it was last year, 2025, or the year before, they had this dashboard, and also they had the front row collection. That's right. This was the front row collection, and it came with the dashboards. It came with an acrylic cover in blue. They had the fluted cover. If you guys know the clear fluted cover that they have, that they introduced, that went bananas. Well, they came up with a blue one with this particular shade of blue, and the rings. It was gorgeous. So I'm using it again. One of my favorite, all-time favorite dashboards from cloth and paper. I like using it with a cover because this is actually it's covered in cloth, and I don't want to get smudges or anything on it. So I like to have it protected. So that's the decorative moment. I'll be honest, there really hasn't been any substantial changes in the meat of my planner. Whatever I'm doing, it's working. So I have this, this is my, what I call my lifestyle section, where I have, of course, my to buy list. I have my to buy list is designated with a page finder that says today. My to do list, I have a dashboard, well, a divider that says inbox. And this is where I have my to dos. And the page that I'm actually adding my to dos is where I have another page finder. Again, this one is from Cloth and Paper. If you remember their rollout for the Friday, the Cyber Week rollout, this is in the color, you know, I really want to say Epsom salt. It's not Epsom salt, it's not sea salt, it's smoke salt. Smoke salt. So this is a smoke salt color. It's a really dusty baby blue. I don't know if that comes out in camera. Then just to mark where I'm at. Then the next section, of course, I have my lined note pages, which I will write my to-dos, colored note pages. I'm going into what I call my finances. And in my finances, I keep track of my expenses for that particular month, the ones that I have on the go. Then I have my buy list, which I keep track of my orders for that particular month, or orders, because it doesn't have to be the month. As you can see, it goes through, it's continuous. So that's my financials. Then I have my water, my habit trackers, my Rosie channel. Girl, we got to work on this. This is my social media calendar thing. We've been doing YouTube, but we haven't been doing like Instagram and TikTok. So we're going to work on that. I keep saying it and then we don't. So we're working
I
on that.
just realized you seem, I
Huh?
said roandzee, the name.
I have
Look up.
Rosie channels.
No, no, no. Look up at the monitor.
Oh, yes, yes, yes. That's so. Um, yeah, well, they know who we are. So, okay, so that's that. Oh, and of course, my daily workouts. I've been working out, guys. I've been doing it. I've been keeping myself accountable. So I'm excited about that. That hasn't stopped. So that is my lifestyle. Now, this divider or flyleaf, I should say, is from Moterm, the Moterm Personal Rings Luxe 2.0 Planner. It comes with the flyleaf that has a pocket. The flyleaf within that 2.0 planner has a pen loop. So that's why I love it, and I include it in all my planners. So this divides my lifestyle section from scheduling. Right after my flyleaf, I have my page flags. You know that. And for my flyleaf, I use a oil-based pen because I need to write on the page flags on the go. So as you can see, I have 3 different writing instruments here, and they all serve a purpose, and they all are functional for my personal rings on the go planner. So I do have my page flags. I have my scheduling section. We went through January, we passed February, and now we're into March. I got to fill out my goals for March. I'll do that this week. And I already filled out some of the events that are happening in March. I color code the events. So blue is my son, purple is kind of miscellaneous, pink is me, and orange is my mother. Just events that are happening this week. And so far this week, this is the first week of March. I really had a really busy week, so I couldn't get to a lot of the personal goals that I wanted to, or not just goals, but to-do list stuff. So next week, I'm going to incorporate more of my to-do list in my planner. If you are new here, I usually enter or alternate, I should say, muted tones with a bright tone highlighter. So last week, since it was muted, it was this very cool gray marker. This week, I'm using this gorgeous baby blue. So I'm going to incorporate that as my highlighter for items for next or this week, I should say. Okay, I could just move this and put it right here. Start the week. And that is it. That is my refresh for 20 March 2026. I love this look. I
It
love it.
looks
I
good.
love it. It's crisp.
Sulie, it looks gorgeous. I love
I
that color. And
I
I'll
love it
tell you
too.
this, that I don't even know what you call that. That page with the blue, when I touched it with the letters and that because those are,
Oh, this.
yeah,
The
those are real
dashboard.
thread.
It's thread. It's covered. This is cloth. This
Yeah,
dashboard is covered in
in
cloth.
cloth and the
And
stitching and
and the
everything. That
stitching, this
is,
is threads. I don't let me see if I
yeah,
could.
it's gorgeous. It is
It's
gorgeous.
beautiful. Let me make sure none of the candles light up my plant. But yes, it is a beautiful, and that's why I have to keep it protected. And even like with my makeup, it's
Hmm.
very delicate. And you don't want to be delicate, especially with your planner. You want it to stand up to certain things, but sometimes you gotta treat yourself. You gotta treats. So this is my treat. Oh, I didn't mention you guys, the new ones. Oh, and the older ones. Our followers may notice that I don't have my chunky. I always have my chunky uni pen. So those of you who follow us know that I usually have my chunky uni pen here, which I love.
Hmm.
But considering the color scheme that we got going here, I have this. It's a I don't even know Pentec. It's a Pentec pen made in Japan. I bought this pen from May Paper Co. a year or so ago. I thought it went well with the colors we have here. So, and it's a point 0.5 nib. So,
Okay.
yeah. This is my March 2026 clean and bright aesthetic for my personal rings planner. All right. Well, thank you guys for joining us. It's always fun. All right, bye.